How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to What Remains of Edith Finch. So, we have done a little bit at the beginning of the game. We found out about Molly. What happened to Molly? It was really sad. I feel like I'm going to be saying that a lot, actually. We found out what happened to the starfish. That's really sad. We found out... What on earth? Oh. We can look out the window. I don't think I even knew that you could look out this window. And the cat ran off. That wasn't Molly, was it? Was it? Wait, is Molly... Right, hold on. I said in the last video that all those tins of salmon, Molly the cat. So is that Molly the cat? I don't know. I'm confused. I'm confused by the whole process. How do I turn around? Where am I? I climbed out the window. Oh, so I must... Oh, this is the way, isn't it? Ignore me. Believe it or not, I've played this game about 3 or 4 times. And I can retain none of it.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past.
I feel like you were told much worse things.
When we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
Ah, okay. Again, I don't retain anything. There we go. There's the answer. Right. Okay. There is an actual cat called Molly. That's fine. That's fine. Everything's cleared up. We all know what's going on. We're all bang up to speed. Let's go in here. Whose bedroom's this?
I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
It's Great-Grandma Edie's room. It's Great-Grandma Edie's room. I can say it. Great-Grandma Edie. Did you like birds? Birds that have perished. Oh. Oh. Lurpy. It's cute. Can I crouch? Might I? No. That's not... Oh, wait. No, that's just another zoom. Okay. We can zoom. We can't crouch. I mean, they love books in this house, don't they? But it looks cool, doesn't it? Even if we ignore the fact that, you know, you own the same book 500 times. That's fine. I'm willing to overlook that because the actual whole feel of the place looks absolutely wonderful. I love all this. I ain't mad keen on the wallpaper. But, take my room. Great-Grandma Edie's. And Great-Grandma Edie had a great-grandma taste in some great-grandma wallpaper. Edie won't go. Won't go.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
She loves this house. She... 72-year-old woman refuses to evacuate because of a little forest fire. It's pretty stubborn. It's pretty stubborn.
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
Oh man, I miss all my videotapes. I wonder what happened to them all. I know I got some Disney ones, some South Park ones at home.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
What a lovely fucking picture. That's the worst thing I've ever seen! Imagine thinking that lives underneath your house. How do you sleep here? There's no wonder she came back saying, I'm scared of the house. Yeah? Yeah, you are. Built 1937 by Sven Finch. Just that one corner of the room.
Sven was killed by a dragon. She could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
I mean, sounds kind of cooler though, doesn't it? And if it's technically accurate, you're not even lying to anyone. There it is. That's the one that we saw in the pond outside. Oh. So yeah, this family is absolutely... Hey! Is that, one of the 7 dwarves? It looks like... Or is it a fisherman? Maybe it's a little fisherman gnome thing. But it also looks a little bit like one of the Disney dwarves.
Even in her 90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Oh. Wait, is that us? Is that Edith Finch? Ah, it must be. Cool. What?
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
It was a fucking nightmare. Can you imagine what that carpet must be like? Oh, well, I'm assuming it is a carpet. Is that a carpet? I think it is a carpet, rather than just a patterned liner thing. Oh, God. The smell of it, the feel of it. Imagine that being all damp and then you walk in there. No thanks. Wait, Odin, we didn't read this. I had one of these!
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune. And misfortune.
Wow. It's a pretty good house.
Odin
How could you
Finch
leave that
buries
house anyway?
The latest victims of the family curse. His wife, Ingeborg, and their newborn son, Johan.
Oh.
On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
How does that happen? How does that work? Like, I've seen images and videos of people actually moving their houses. But how I don't know. How does it not fall apart when you... What? What?
40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
I gotta assume these are paintings. No one was there to take that photo with it, but that is an amazing looking image. That's so unique
Odin's
and cool.
daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, ORCAS Island.
ORCAS Island? Well, you are bound to have a whale of a time.
Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery.
Yeah.
His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
There we go. Bit more background, bit more info on that curse, which absolutely seems to be like a thing.
With this family, it goes back a long ways.
I wonder if it goes back even further still. Like, I wonder what happened to Odin's parents, for example. Because, yeah, there does seem to be a bit of a trend, doesn't there? Do we find that out? Do we find out, like... Or has it just happened
Louis
to
died a
be...
week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
Who's Lewis? Is that your brother? Oh, cool. That's really
Edie
nice.
knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
Well, you're a growing girl. Your hands are getting bigger. That's what they say. Hands are the first thing to get bigger. I don't know what I'm talking about. Some might say that. Not clever folk, though. Can we leave? No, it's all gunked up. You sealed it shut. Oh, and we looked through the peephole, didn't we, I think? Yeah, this bathroom has had some horrible choices. Some horrible things done to it. Got another key. Wait, is this the same key? There's a secret in this bathroom by Sven and Edie Finch. Let's have a little read.
There's a secret in this bathroom.
They made a pop-up book. How cool is that? I mean, this can just be the secret. It's amazing. Oh, there are the brothers.
It's in the last place you would look.
The last place I'd look? Well, where would be the last place that I'd look in this bathroom?
It isn't in the cupboard.
It's not in the cupboard.
It's hidden in this book.
It's hidden in this book. Look at that! That book is always there. That book's always there, ready to be read. Ready to be read. It's been read, and look at that. Another secret. Now, explain this one to me. Because...
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Did he purposefully keep his dark room behind the toilet? Like, did he have to climb over the toilet every time to get it? There must be another entrance to this that I am misplacing in my memory. I'm forgetting. I am forgetting. Yeah, but then look. We've got like a crouchable bit. Milton was here. Milton's been everywhere in this house. Oh, how cool. And this is just in your bedroom, like a little hidden area behind the wall. I want some hidden areas. I want some hidden areas in my house. They're the most fun. Wow. So we've got like the blend of the like the Old West, Red Dead Redemption, and we've got Mass Effect. And look how neatly they've like partitioned it off just to share. That's so cool. It's very understanding, and they're quite tidy about the whole ordeal as well. Fort Sam. I live in a fort at home. Yeah, I live in a fort in a house that was built by my granddad. How cool is that? Got a little treehouse thing going up there. And then we've got Fort Calvin, which is like mission control. Oh.
And that he never talked about him.
Never talked about him. Oh.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
It's a very little hard history to revisit, isn't it? With this family. Who can we find out about here then?
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore
Mushrooms aren't
he'd
that
never
bad.
be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin
Wait, has Milton
always
signed our foot?
wanted to fly.
Or is this before Milton? Maybe.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible.
Is going around possible?
Maybe if I hadn't said that.
I don't think it can be, can it? Not without help.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up.
Oh. Blame the wind. It was the wind's fault.
Then maybe he'd still be here.
If we managed to do it. But it certainly seems
I think he'd already made up his mind.
like it might have gone the way that he wanted to. Oh man.
That's what I want to remember.
Even I feel
about
sick
my
even doing this. God, like all these snapping noises, how do you keep going? Oh!
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Oh no.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
I think we've all given it a go, haven't we? Say what you will about this Finch family, they certainly have a memorable way of doing things, don't they? My goodness. Oh, and Calvin got the memorial log painted as well. Oh.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
But she left it as it was.
Mom
Oh.
said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Oh, look at this. I mean, again. How do I do this? It's so cool. What would you do if you just found this stuff in your house? Like, you didn't even know it was there. Well, I suppose that's literally what's happening in this game, isn't it? You know what I mean, though? Like, if you were at home and you were just like, oh, let's put the sofa on the other side of the room.
Passages were a pretty tight fit.
Well, yeah.
They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Wait, though. So this gets us back out onto the landing, doesn't it? Onto the, where the stairs are. Do we go out there? I don't think so. Not when there's pumpkins to be explored. Milton was here. Milton's been absolutely everywhere in this house. You can't keep him out. I'm going to keep an eye out for that now that I've pointed it
Growing
out.
up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
I mean, she was. That's a good way to think of her. She was in films. Don't get much more child star than that. Oh dear. Cool though, isn't it? Real cool. Oh. who painted all the walls as well? Well, I mean, I guess it must have been... Was it Edie? She had a deft hand with a brush. That is not going in my room. I cannot have that looming over me. I know, fair enough, you can't see it from the bed. Fine. But I know it was there.
How hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Oh yeah, she's painted... So it looks like she painted everyone. We'll get to you in a second. Barb Street. Just look at all the little details. It's so cool. Now again. How long has this house been unattended to? Can we leave food out like that? Should we leave food out like that? Does that not attract things? I mean, the last thing this house needs is rats. It's already got a curse. Rats are just the next thing.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Wow. That's disrespectful.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch.
I'm intrigued.
As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been.
It's a pretty good scream.
Lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
It's not exactly the same, is it? You could front many a good band, but I don't know about that little childhood. I mean, you've been put to shame immediately as well.
Was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table.
Sven's made a bit of a
to the emergency room.
bit of an error there. Is that while he's building the dragon, maybe?
Her youngest brother.
That's nothing to do with the dragon, though, is it?
Her convention comeback was
No.
cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing ORCAS Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I love
Jinkies.
your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret
Because
passages.
people can quite easily break
So he
into it.
hid in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
Oh, don't say I'll be back.
20 minutes
Don't you
later,
know?
Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him.
Of course he didn't return. He said he'll be back. You don't say that. You shouldn't say that. Oh, can I reach? I can reach in the panel. That's... How cool is that?
And as she
Give it a little turn.
She listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Uh-oh. Again, I gotta put myself in this situation. I gotta put myself in this situation. I'm hearing shit on the radio. I'm hearing shit downstairs. I hear the Halloween music kicking in. Am I going investigating in the cellar? That's now covered in blood? I don't think I am.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Oh no. Let's kick the shit out of these cans. Can we pot the balls? Am I potting the balls or are we just knocking them off the table? I think we're just knocking them off the table. Oh no! This isn't good. Okay. Let's not just open the
gang's
door.
leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Oh good. What the fuck is that? That's the worst thing I've ever seen! No, no, no. Let's get Sven home so he can see me beating the shit out of this thing with a crutch. Just so he knows. That... Okay.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
What's in the fridge? What's in the fridge? Is it something cool? Oh no.
Oh dear.
Nope. The delay of it as well.
Barb, relax.
I've had time to process
I was
this.
just trying to scare you.
Clearly just a
to help
mask.
you find your scream.
Well, I'm not
Whack.
scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Hours later...
Walter?
Oh no!
What's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Maybe choose your words, you know, again, just a little more carefully. What? What's that? Let's beat everything up. I don't want to hear it. I don't like it. There's a skeleton, a smeleton, mean skeletons. Don't need them. Hello? Did you ever play that game 13? My mind wanders every now and again. 13 was a great game. David Duchovny. Well, that seems a little fucking dangerous, doesn't it? Of all the places to keep roller skates, let's put them on the stairs. Walter. Oh, this is the under the sea room, is it?
Walter, are you there? Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
ORCAS Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
No, that he's right. He's right. Fucking there.
Saw the hook man and was speechless. He was quite...
We were so close.
smashing.
There you go. Kick in the tummy. Snicked. Was that a reference to Wolverine?
Get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
I know of one. How would you know of it? Oh, wait. Well, wouldn't be that difficult to find. Tread carefully.
She played her part beautifully.
See, and this stupid Dr. Hookman, or whatever his name is, never for a moment even considered that this place might be littered with little secret...
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years.
Secret, cupboard... I'm getting distracted. We're right there. If he turns... Hey, the skate! The skate came in good! The skate was the perfect place to leave
But
the
she
steps.
sensed the story.
The steps were the perfect place to leave the skate. I take it all back. Now, wasn't there a stain already on that floor? Right where that guy's laying. Let's go really slow though, eh? Dodge that skate. We'd hate for anything to happen. Well.
Had vanished. She listened for his breathing.
Hey, now that stain isn't...
But
Oh wait, is that a
all she
can?
heard was
Alarming. Ringing a bell. Who is it? Hello? I'm not expecting guests.
was dying to speak to young Barbara.
Uh-oh.
At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
It's the cat size.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Surprise!
Oh, yay! Thank you. Wait, who was the Hulk man? Even if it was a guest, I mean,
Come to surprise her.
crutch to the face.
Barbara, it was a
Sorry.
dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen.
Oh no,
She was going
that's horrible.
famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all
It's pretty
on
good.
poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard.
Yeah, I imagine he did.
As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her.
I'm sure that's nice. Oh.
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
I mean, yeah, that's... Can you imagine if that actually happened and then someone made a comic book out of it?
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
What, again, so obviously open to interpretation of what actually happened. Was it Rick, if he vanished? Or... I don't know. I'm not sure what to make of that one. I have some thoughts on quite a lot of the other ones, but that one I'm not sure what went on. I think it's safe to say that it's almost certainly a pile of monsters that attacked her. Wait, did they actually find her ear then? Oh god, I don't know, I think I just made the connection in my head that, oh yeah, the whole thing was made up and it was just meant to be a spooky story. But if it's based on real life events, and Walter was hiding under the bed, then that might suggest that the ear was left in the music box. What? That's a little more than a fucking curse on the family, isn't it? Well, I think right here might be the perfect place to end this video. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me. Hopefully you had a lot of fun. If not, thank you for joining me anyway. And hopefully I'll see you when we find out what else happened to this poor family. Oh god. Bye.